Good afternoon, brothers and sisters. Good afternoon, Nsirimo Amise Autonomous Community. Good afternoon, my fellow youths. I've come again to bring you a wonderful episode as a continuation of our documentary. I made a video documenting my experience in the kingship processes, and this video has raised a concern, multiple concerns with people who feel concerned in the matter. And I want to use this opportunity to say thank you for your interest, thank you for your attention, thank you for listening to me. We are documenting these things for a reason. And I'm glad that you feel concerned to ask the questions with me listed. Which questions, which experiences I would like to address in this video. Please, I urge your attention, because we all learn from each other. We all learn with each other. We all learn anytime, anywhere, any place. There is no special place built for learning. We learn from anywhere, from anything. And in my process of learning, I have chosen not to neglect every little thing. I value every little thing I come across with. I value it so much. In the post video, which is trending among the Nsirimo concerned citizens, because the kingship have come to the stage of concern to all. And these questions were asked, among many others. Some questions I consider them passive. Some questions I consider them intentional. Some questions I consider them worthy, and some questions or some sayings I consider them one of those things, But then those I feel I consider important are the ones I feel I should attend to, which will generally affect both the passive and non-important questions towards this issue. I am Dr. Charles Chukwuemeka Amanze, His Royal High Prince Ugochi Enenwa, the Eze-elect of Nsirimo Amise Autonomous Community, and I'm addressing you from this stand. Kingsley Asoha, you claimed I invited you for my book launching at One Coping Society Hall. It's false. That is a direct false information. My book launching was coincident with Theodore Ahamefula Orji, the then governor of Abia State, 1 year in office program at Dr. Michael Auditorium. The maintenance of the hall was not finished, and I am to use the hall, and the governor as well has to use the same hall for his 1 year in office. Theodore Ahamefula Orji, the governor of Abia State, today and after Joseph Carlo, his 1 year in office coincided with my book launching at Dr. Michael Auditorium. I don't know where Coping Society Hall is located. And Kingsley Asoha, you claim you came to the book launching. at Coping Society Hall. Maybe you should check your diary very well and your dates, or maybe to see maybe you didn't see clearly. Yes, you claim it is Junior that you call me, of course. That is one thing about you people in this room. You don't ever believe that someone can ever grow. You might know me as Junior, doesn't mean that my brain is Junior. And knowing me, or you call me because we how friendly we are, and you address me as your Junior, yes, you senior me, but that doesn't mean you senior my brain, or that doesn't mean you senior my existence. That doesn't mean as you senior me, you are more smarter than me, or more wiser than me. No, you have to think twice before you say something. So I want to put it as a challenge. But after my book launching, I told the Abia State government that I will not leave that premises. They offered me Agri Conference Hall to use. I told them my invitation already is bearing Dr. Michael Okpara Auditorium. So instead of going out of the auditorium, I will use the premises while they were still maintaining the hall for the governor's next day 1 year in office program. I have to put up a canopy in the compound and launch my book and bring all my sound systems and do my business. Because I'm a businessman. Because I understand my rights. I sued the Abia State government over such impediment of actions. And the governor invited me, Governor Theodore Ahame-Fulaoji. He's there, he's still living there, the papa of Ikuku. Of Abia. I think that's what it's called, I don't know. He invited me through his SSG. I have the letters. And pleaded over my claim of 50 million. Then, a change. And some other rigorous damages. That he just took office 1 year. He is having financial issues. He can't begin to entertain my matter now in the court of law. And pleaded whether I should be given local government chairman. He promised so many things, which he did not do anyone. He never fulfilled anyone. Theodore Ahame-Fulaoji fulfilled nothing till his tenure finishes as governor of Abia State. I am that young man. So I do not know where Kingsley Asonha, where you got the idea of Coping Society Hall as you sent in your message. Please, redress. I don't say nonsense with my mouth. I don't say, well, I can't come on air and begin to talk rubbish. I don't do that. I am not stupid. You are not more intelligent than myself in keeping records and dates. The calendar of this book launching is still available in my house. The invitation is still available. The poster is still available in my house. Carrying Dr. Michael Okpara Auditorium, and I didn't see Coping Society Hall. And I put up this to you as a challenge. If you can prove a Coping Society Hall invitation from me or attendance of you in of that event in Coping Society Hall, I will resign in my quest for the kingship of Nsiri Maamie's autonomous community. I will know that I have fought and I will resign. I'll drop the quest. Number 1. Number 2. Ifeanyi. I didn't know the Ifeanyi. I don't know whether it is. Since I didn't know which of the Ifeanyi, let me stop at Ifeanyi. How I believe Kingsley is not qualified. You want to know that from me, right? Now let me expose 1 or 2 things for you. This whole thing started when Vincent Amanze Naikuvin was the President General. Before Ifeanyi Lekwowa came on board as President General of Nsiri Maamie, Vin Amanze was the President General. Was our President General, and under the Vin Amanze, I made the application to the Nsirimu Amise Autonomous Community through the chairman of my clan, through the President General, and through to Nsirimu Amise Autonomous Community. The same application was served through the chairman and the village head of my own community with my own clan, which is Oma Amanze, through our constituted clan of Nnaji, through the village heads of the entire clans of Nsirimu Amise chairman, which is Akroha. And Akroha replied to me, I have his reply to me, that anything concerning Nsirimu Amise is not his jurisdiction, that I should look elsewhere, of which office he did not specify for me. The letter is there. He didn't specify the office who is responsible for the initiation process of Nsirimu Amise kingship requirements. I followed up the letter written through Vincent Amanze. He said that right now, what they are interested in is Akor Aha Autonomous Community, which they are pursuing. They are not interested in any other thing, any other issue. Vin Amanze is there. It was in his tenure that I called the community over my interest in kingship of Nsirimu Amise Autonomous Community. I didn't come from the backyard. I didn't come from illusion. No group. I'm not a partisan. I'm not partisan to any group. I came because I need to come. I came because I must come. I came because if I did not come, nobody will. Nobody will. Vin Amanze, all his years as a PG was the pursuit of Nsirimu, was the pursuit of Akor and her autonomous community. There was no agenda for Nsirimu Amise autonomous community king being replaced. After the tenure of Vin Amanze, Ifeanyi Lekowa came on board. Ifeanyi Lekowa created Waboso PG as an arm of leadership. I made a followed up letter. As at this time of Vin Amanze leadership, it was myself and Kingsley Asonha on the race. There's no other person. There was no Chibeze in America. There was nobody anywhere. And at that time of this race, Kingsley Asonha is still serving as the secretary to the Umuahia South local government, being a civil servant. Contrary to the constitutional requirement that you must not be working in the political sector of any or a civil servant. You can't be a civil servant and be contesting a civil service work again. It is not done anywhere. I don't know how the kind of school where we go, yet you lack common sense, small wisdom, you lack it. Amamushu school no garao. Amamushu school no garage. It baffles me to see that graduates mess up. At this point, it was also said in the Constitution that whomsoever coming forth for the kingship of Nsirimu Amise Autonomous Community must be standing in title. It is a clear statement in our Constitution, and as well as a requirement in the local government lists. of what you must meet up for before you come for presentation in the local government. As at that time, Kingsley Asonha was not standing in title. He has no title whatsoever. Number one. Number two, he is in the political party. He is already serving in the civil society operation. Did you see that? So at that point, Kingsley do not stand a chance, either by preparation or by constitution. He does not stand a chance. Traditionally, his father too is alive. He does not stand a chance, which contradicts the information Ogadema Luke Ogadema Apaka was propagating around, that when his father was alive, the king told him that when he died, they should give kingship to Kingsley. If your father told you that, and the same your father signed as elect the constitution that says the next king must be entitled before appointment. Now, he did not prepare Kingsley by giving him title or his father before he died. Then he will not tell you to tell the people that he should give to Kingsley when he died. I looked at Ogadema and said, see, because that's why he failed in school. Because he think everybody's a fool like him. So he was not disappointed when the same group who bought his nonsense mouth to speak such rubbish disappointed him by having another option. So where is his father and his talk? So your father only tell you the things of entire community. He didn't have counsel to tell such a thing. Now you, look at them, my father go call tell. So we were having encounter with your father before his death, and things we were fools. You think we don't have anything? We don't know anything. You think we don't know anything? You are still dreaming. You are sick. And I find out Ogadema doesn't have any. His good money, his mouth is not true. Pushing off. So throughout the leadership of Vincent Amanze, it was I and myself and Kingsley Asonha. After, when Deaconess Ambrose Nwamboso came on board as a passive constituted PG, not of Nsirimu Amisa, because the PG in Nsirimu Amisa already doesn't know what to do. I created a follow-up action and a representation. I was first presented to Vin Amanze. I fulfill all obligation, pay all the monies, settle every bills required until Vin came down. When Nwamboso came on board, I was represented again. Came out to our Mbarikuru on this same subject, believing that Deaconess Nwamboso has a moral understanding. Yes, I believe he has a moral understanding, but I was so disappointed. After my presentation at Deaconess Nwamboso, I not just presentation by the community, the entire chiefs, village heads, youths, everybody came out en mass to Deaconess Nwamboso house, reaffirming their stand on my candidacy for Nsirimu Amise Autonomous Community. Not for Akoa, not for any other useless politics they want to play, but affirmatively on my candidacy for Nsirimu Amise Autonomous Community. Right there, Deaconess Nwamboso made a speech. It's on my walls. I recorded everything. It's on my walls. After that presentation, Deaconess Ambrose Nwaboso served me a letter of a meeting in his house, inviting me for a crucial meeting of the noble sons of Nsirimu. I honored the meeting. I recorded everything in that meeting with my watch. I have every information. They think they are joking with they're playing with a small boy, as they call me. I appeared at the meeting. The meeting agenda was the kingship program. And the deaconess, Ambrose Nwaboso, presented the agenda of his meeting. And they went forward. Ebere Onwuhara stood up that they are here as their brothers to come and announce that they have their own candidate for the kingship as their brothers, not as Nsirimu Army Autonomous Community, as their brothers. I have the records. It's recorded, very much recorded. For the time it was supposed to be used, I will use it. That is why I'm recording too with my watch. That's why it's a microphone for me. That their brothers have gathered and has brought out Chibeze Lawrence Nwosuagwu as their candidate for the kingship. Chibeze Lawrence Nwosuagwu did not present himself as a candidate who is aspiring or who is interested in the stool of Nsirimu Army Autonomous Community. Rather, Ebere Onwuhara projected him as a candidate presented by their brothers for the so-called kingship of Nsirimu Autonomous Community. Two things. After the speech of Ebere Onwuhara in presenting Chibeze, Mr. Callistus Agomo, now I think it's a PAMSEC or thereabout in Umahasatu now, asked them, where did they do this meeting as our brothers and bring out Chibeze? That he is not part of the meeting. Barrister Apuroha from my behind asked Ebere Onwuhara, which of their brothers made this meeting? Are we not part of their brothers? Questions begin to come from left and right against Ebere Onwuhara. It looks as if the house were about to scatter. The PG called the house to order. I'm giving you details because he said I should give, you want details of what happened so you can pass your judgment. And I'm coming, I'll give you the whole details. Because it concerns everybody. We are all concerned in this. It's not just my responsibility. I'm just a symbol. I'm just a figure kept wearing this coat. It's not politics. Listen, and listen very well. As soon as the house is called to order, Deaconess Nwaboso requested that the candidacies are present in his house. That 3 of the candidates are present in his house. Mr. Kingsley Asoha, myself, and the now presented Chibeze Lawrence Nwosuagwu. That the house should allow 3 of us to speak, that they want to hear our opinions before any other conclusion will be made. And Kingsley Asoha was given the floor to first address us. Kingsley Asoha stood up with his file and said that he was sent, he was on his own. his people came to him for him to come out for kingship. That is to say, he didn't come out willingly, defiling the constitution. That he will go back to the people that called him to come out. Whatsoever thing those people tell him is what he will come to respond to the house. That he has nothing to say on his own. That is the exact word of Kingsley Asona. We have seen Chibeze being presented now. Okay, let's hear from Dr. Charles. I affirmatively told them that I stand for the kingship of Nsirimu Amisun Autonomous Community. And whatsoever process that must be carried out constitutionally. That whomsoever I brought there wants to bring is their business. I am not contesting that. But my position is not negotiable. I cannot stand down for anybody. That was how I became the enemy of everybody. That was how they say, why will I say that? Damian Wednesday descended on me. Ifeanyi Lokuwa descended on me. Ebere Onwugra descended on me. Ohamadi Kenweze descended on me. Like as if I took something from them. Why? Just because I said I am not standing down for anybody in the first place. Because what they are saying and what I am saying is two different things altogether. At that meeting, they said over their dead body and we challenge ourselves. I said, okay, since you people want a different autonomous community, you have come from Akwaha to Nsirimu Autonomous. Yet you have nothing that you are holding. And I'm talking about Nsirimu Amisun. None of you is interested in that Nsirimu Amisun. See, let me proceed with the requirements of Nsirimu Amisun towards restoring the stool and the staff of office. I initiate a nomination conference of the whole Nsirimu Amisun gather. The video is there. I begin the process. They never understood the process because this whole thing was in the midst of my mother's death. So the whole thing was doing to them that what I'm preparing for my mother's burial. So they didn't understand the system. They didn't understand what was going on until my presentation at local government headquarters in Umuahia South. The day of my community nomination, the community nomination conference, the local government delegates were present. There were local government officials sent from local government to our community to witness the nomination conference of Nsirimu Amisun, nominating me as the candidate of Nsirimu Amisun Autonomous Community for kingship. After this nomination conference, we proceeded for local government presentation. After my presentation, the hell was cut loose. I became as if I am to be hunted down to death at all costs. At all costs, I should be hunted down to death. I'm still here. I am still here and will still be here. On these occasions, the Nwaboso-led administration wrote a petition against me and the team of Nsirimu Amisun citizens who presented their candidate to local government. They petitioned me to the traditional council of Umuahia South that I hired people to go and make a presentation. When the copy of the petition get to me, I responded to the petition through the chairman, Umuahia South Cattle Traditional Rulers. And we were invited. A date was given. I was invited. I went to that meeting with the press. The press kept record. Because there's nothing I do, I don't keep record. In that meeting with the press at Umuahia South Council of Traditional Rulers Hall, Deaconess Waboso were present. Austin Okanwoko was present. And one other young boy, I've forgotten his name anyway. I think that was the passive councillor then. And Deaconess Waboso attention was called on the petition. He said yes, he explained himself. After explaining himself, the kings asked him only 3 questions. Why have you not presented your candidate up till now? Deaconess Waboso said that they are still writing constitution. The king said, what? You are still writing constitution. Which other constitution? There is no constitution in the council. We have a file. They say, no, it is for Nsirimu Autonomous. There is not that file. The king told him to one. What we are sure of is the file in the council, which is Nsirimu Amisi. Now and he has his own constitution already in the file. And that is the platform for which Dr. Charles Amanze is being presented as a king, as Ezi-elect. We can have as many Ezi-elect as possible. So you now, bringing your own Ezi-elect candidacy on a different name with yet to sign or completed constitution. Okay, if you will be signing constitution and the government gives staff of office, it is your business. But as far as this council is concerned, we don't have the name you are projecting. And we don't have the constitution yet of that name in the council. So we don't understand what you are doing. That is number 1. Number 2, the second question to Deaconess Waboso was, the people who came to present Dr. Charles Amanze, are they citizens of Nsirimu or not? He quickly, yes, that they are citizens, that they even said that they have sanctioned them. He was in a hurry to say that. And the PRO of the council called him to order and said, listen, young man, you are a PG both for the Jews and the Gentiles. You don't have right to sanction anybody. Every citizen have right to follow whomsoever he wants to follow as his candidate. You don't suppress them and tell them you must do what you say by sanctioning them and ostracize them in the community. That act should stop. Your brothers still came back home to humiliate their brothers, to pay fine for standing up for their rights in the community where they are born. What a horror, people. They are of a different autonomous. You are of a different autonomous. You now subjugate them into your will that they want to present their candidates. Orchestrated by Ifeanyi Lekowa and Deaconess Ambrose Waboso. And they hail themselves. Now they start planning to present Chibeze. At the council, they now met up their shock. SAG is not a title. SAG is an award, just like this. Something was awarded. That is how SAG is. Any organization, Farmers Association awarded you the name. It's an award. Award is different from title. So Ezeji is a cultural or traditional award. Ezeji is not a traditional or cultural title. One of the criteria of local government presentation is that you must present a title certificate. That was why they forged the name Aliliele. A title is a conferment of authority by a king or a monarch. The Ezeji name, it is the father of Lawrence who was given Ezeji, and his two sons as the prince answered the name. That is the way it is. Now, there is no certificate given to Chibeze Lawrence Nwosagwu as Ezeji. There is no certificate given to Ikechi as Ezeji. There is no title so far known that Chibeze Lawrence Nwosagwu have obtained anywhere as a title holder, apart from that ceremonial name Ezeji, which the father acquired as a farmer of yam, who has farmed bands of yam at a specific period of time, and he was given the name Ezeji. It's not the name was not conferred as a title upon him, Chibeze Lawrence Nwosagwu. No. Now, that shock left a mark in them, in their presentation. They also met another shock that the name Sirimo Autonomous Community they are coming with does not exist, and that the constitution they come with does not exist. That means they have created their own autonomy with a constitution that has not yet been approved by the states. That is what it means. And that is not the process of creating new autonomous. So, that was why we waited for them to make their presentation. We can present, see, more people should come. I'm not desperate. I'm not in a hurry. If I'm desperate, I don't take off office since. Maybe they will correct themselves and come back with another candidate with the name Sirima Amison. We are waiting. Let's see how the game play. So, looking into Chibeze Lawrence Nwosagwu, both his presentation and the noise made so far, we are for a different thing altogether. And before the chieftaincy, he is not contesting the same thing with me. I paid for the staff of office. I oversaw that the staff is to return back to the chieftaincy. I am the one, not Chibeze Lawrence. So I don't know who is deceiving you there over the kingship of Sirima Amison. Until that autonomous community that Chibeze Lawrence is presented for is created, he is not an easy elect. Take it or you leave it. It's a simple truth. As far as the chieftaincy is concerned, there is no certificate anywhere given to Chibeze as a title. Ezeji is not a title. I mean, he failed woefully on that. There are time frame when you will be to contest. It said that our constitution said the person must be within the Nigeria, not a diaspora. So that diaspora disqualifies Chibeze completely. There are many other points that discredit him for contest. He was not entitled as at that time. What is title? Title Ojofo. Ezeji adị n'ọfọ oji. Dị n'ọfọ Ezeji ji ụmụnna anyị. Ka anyị bụkwa illiterate, ọkwa ka anyị mkpa ihe bụ Ezeji la onye chiri echichi. Ezeji ọ bụ echichi. Ezeji ejighị echichi ọbụla, ọ bụ na awọdụ ụmụnna. Ọ bụ na eze lechi Ezeji echichi. A na-asị na ọ bụ onye eze chiri. So ha ọbụla ga-lechi echi n'aka ndị eze abịa. Anything that is called crown or chieftaincy must come from the hand of a king or a monarch who will give you title. That's why it's called title. Because it's an honor. The recognition of farmers association is not an honor. Comparison to a title. If you are ignorant in a ceremony, let your ignorance live with you. Don't use it to deceive others. I am not a party to seeing people being deceived. I will not play such role. Do you understand it? This is how, when they realize that title is a problem, they now initiated a plan of Nsirimode to give Chibeze a title through Eze Ogbonna. And they now plotted it that the now Umuahia South Mayor, Chinede Nwonozo, also should receive title on that day. So being that the mayor is at the forefront, everybody will follow. Because it's not him, the person who will follow now. They will now bring Lawrence at the field and give him title that day indirectly through Eze Ogbonna. But it did not work out. And that they want to use it and say they have proclaimed him their king. They initiated Nsirimode. Let me tell you something. By law, Eze Ogbonna is the king of Umumbo Autonomous Community. He's not the king of Nsirimode Autonomous Community. By law, Eze Adolphus Ugwu is the king of Ezunerum Autonomous Community. He's not the king of Nsirimode Autonomous Community. So if any Nsirimode should be carried out, you are carrying out the Nsirimode in the name of the king of Nsirimode Autonomous Community. They made this plot, which could have lured the kings into their death. How will you now be doing Nsirimode when the king of Nsirimo is not seated? Don't you know you want to kill everybody? Because of quest. I don't know the person that advised the Umuahia South government mayor not to go. I don't know who advised you. You could have just walked into your death by your own self. Because the person that will go back here, they go take just half worth of Lord and claim right over what you wanna do and kill wanna finish. You no go know the person. And where you go do it, you don't know. This one, church no stop am. This one no be say I'm strong. After you don't follow. The land will take you immediately, no need to waste time. May somebody no go mention your law where you follow somewhere. He go catch you. That's why we are careful. That's how they deceive Nwichi to die. Nwichi is supposed not to die by now. Nwichi no supposed to die by now at all. Even though he's old. But he has a significance to perform. But they took him off by their quest of trying to correct one or two things. The same thing, the way in which he would have died would have been the way these two other kings would have slept by now. If they have dared to appear at the center. Mayor, my brother, if you need a title, go now, find a king anywhere, whether you are your own king or any king, go and take title now. Don't associate it with the land. May they not kill you. In the name of trying to favor you, they kill you. Be careful. The culture, the wisdom of the culture, you get as it be, is a mystery. Little things kill people. A very, very little thing. And they take that small drink on your name, you are finished. So be careful. That program would have ended your life by now. But the person plotting it to you think he's doing good to you. But thank your star, the man who advised you not to yield to that thing. It was a big trap that could have sent you out. But I love you. Be wise. After that, it didn't work. They did not accomplish the title for Chibeze today. That is hanging. It's hanging. And that's one point I think I want to put up. Any name, any title certificate in name Aliliele is forged. It's not given by any king. Some group of men gather, let us create something so that we let it be that we have the paper. It's there. I know all these things at the right time. It's not good that you disgrace yourself in that direction. Okay. If Deaconess Ambrose Waboso, in his intelligence and wisdom, cannot properly arrange or organize a common communal process, what can you do? Nothing. Can do nothing. Because little things, you couldn't handle it. You were asking me concerning Chibeze Luke Musawu, is it the question, the story my mother told me, or or how did I get the information? Let me tell you something. My mother didn't tell me any story. My father didn't tell me any story. But the father that beget Chibeze Lawrence told me with his own mouth. He's my uncle, my senior, one of my senior cousins. Listen, my elder brother Chigozie died. Most of you know him, called Ebeke. He was a brother I followed behind. He died. The day he died, they said my father's brother should be called to come and stretch him in the room when he gave up the ghost. It wasn't my father that was supposed to do that. And the only person that was called as the brother of my father available is Luke Musuabu and Nwakonko. Then Nwakonko was sick. Then they sent Gaga, Inagalachi. Two of them came. Luke Musuabu and Gaga stood. I stood in their mix. I was standing at the head side of my brother. Gaga was at the left side. Luke Musuabu was at the right side. As my father's brothers that will stretch my elder brother lying in state. They did not call the immediate uncles that were in our compound. But that day, one of our senior uncles in Kemaklam was being to be buried that day my brother died. They said, no, those ones are distant brothers of my father. That the real brother, close ones, is Luke Musuagu and Nwakonko or Inagalachi Gaga. That these are my blood, direct, close brothers. I was surprised. After Luke Musuagu stretched my elder brother finish and Gaga, he said I should follow him to his house. I followed Luke Musuagu to his house. He sat me down and sit at his couch. And then tell me the story of the family. His own story. How he came into the family. How he married Monica, which is the mother of Ikechi. How he married Salome. Before Nebrother come into the picture. Before Paulina come into the picture. Before Nkechi come into the picture. He told me the story of Chibeze Lawrence Musuagu direct and the story of Ikechi direct, two of them. He told me their story. And told me what he and Abaka did that is affecting every first son of the land must die. That when he realized that that was what the weight and gravity of what they did, that my father knew about it, and my father, that's why my father hates him and Abaka. Doesn't want to work with them for their quests and desperatism over material possession. Chibeze Lawrence Nwosuagwu, the blood of Luke Nwosuagwu that's supposed to be opera from Nebro, that which is Jerry, is dead. If you see Jerry, you have seen Luke Nwosuagwu. He's late. He died. The one who's supposed to be opera in the belly of Moneka, which is Chibundu, he died. That house Ikechi is living today is Chibundu that built it. Ikechi never laid the foundation any day in his life. Is it not? Never. It's now that Chibeze is laying foundation of upstairs. Before, the house he lived there was built by brother. His brother, elder brother, who has gone back to Umusu Bakala, where they come from. I don't talk rubbish. So it is their own father who told me their own history when I was small and handed over the file of the family to me. He told me the history, short histories of every family. Did you not see where I got the information? So it's not my father who told me that. I didn't spend much of the time with my father. It's not my mother who told me that. But my mother confirmed it when I asked him the question. He said, yes, that was just a true story. He said, how did I know? I said, Luke told me the day my Chigozie died. This is the information he called me to the house and gave me and told me to be strong, that I am now the everything, the hope. So I don't know what that means. My mother laughed and told me when the time comes, I will understand. I should keep whatsoever thing he gave me very well, that I will need it when the time comes. Did you see how I know about Chibeze himself? So it is my family. The mother of Chibeze doesn't play with my father. I know how they planned. I know how they plan and run around to make sure Chibeze travel to the US. Anybody that knows will tell you that that house is my father's house. He's always there. He's always there. The mother of Chibeze doesn't joke with my father. The same thing with the mother of Degode, which is that Salome. They don't joke with those that understood the value of my father in the family, in that compound. So, my brothers and sisters, I am not interested in whatsoever value. I am not interested in whatsoever thinking of your head. I'm only interested in the mission of my ancestors, which is to restore the glory of the land, which is to restore the stool and the staff. Finish. I'm just a symbol. Fighting me, you are fighting the land and the spirit that is sending me, not me. You know they fight me. Not be me. Not be me. Not be me. I'm just a symbol. So if you think it's me, you are making a mistake, a very big one. So think wise. Think wise. I didn't say you should think twice, but I said think wise. The English might sound somehow to you, but it is something you must give a consideration. Think about it. Where was Chibeze throughout the 4 years of, or 8 years of Vinaman's leadership as PG? Is he really qualified? Is it in line with the constitution of the Nsiri Mahamis Autonomous Community? Now let me tell you something. Naidu is not in the constitution of Nsiri Mahamis Autonomous Community. What is in the constitution is neither F. That is why it looks as if Naidu is crippled somehow. If I hand is tied somehow. So whatever thing he did or he's going to do is not in conformity with the constitution, because that his office Naidu does not exist in the constitution of Nsiri Mahamise. What exists there is neither F. Did you see how they are going to bring confusion in the community? It's not me. What they are doing is going to create a problem tomorrow, which will make everybody share. It's coming gradually. And when I dictate these problems and I want to correct it, they don't want to. That means they are intentionally creating these problems. It's not that it's a mistake anyway. No, it is intentional. It's what they plan to do. That means the community has been hijacked. That means we have been taken for granted. That is what it means. I stand for truth. I stand for justice. I stand for righteousness. I don't know what you stand for. I'm not interested to know what you stand for. But come follow me if you wish to see the right thing done. Come follow me. If there would be any new autonomous community created, it won't be named Nsirimu. It won't be Akwa. So think of the name and I will support that. Minus that, you are sick in your brain. You need a therapy. You need a therapy so that you can think well. You're not thinking well. You're not thinking well. You're not thinking well. What will it profit us to start going to law courts and I have the every to use the law, but what will it profit us? But I will tell you your mistake. So you know I know. By law, I know where you have erred. By moral, I know where you have erred. Tell me where I have erred. Anywhere you point my fault, I resign. In this process, I did everything that is required of me. But you feel that by the corner, the only way you can achieve your goal is going by the corner and raising propaganda. Is that a way a community should go forward? So we cannot sit down and outline our problems and solve them one after the other. It's all about fighting, kicking here, nodding there, backbiting there. We gather for nothing. We gather for nothing. Your gatherings are for nothing. Really for nothing. How long will we continue like this? How long will we continue like this? So Nsiri Mahami say autonomous community existing is not important to you. What is important to you is Nsiri autonomous community that does not exist. Are you people alright? And what makes you feel you will jump into Nsiri autonomous community without first of all sitting in Nsiri Mahami say? Are you alright? These are all characteristics orchestrated by Ifeanyi Lekwowa. Ask me for what reason. I don't know. Ifeanyi Lekwowa, are you a title man? No. So what is your interest in the title? I don't know. I don't know. Chibeze Lawrence, are you a title man? No. What is your interest in the title? I don't know. Kingsley, are you a title man? No. What is your interest in the title? I don't know. All of you are not titled men. The titled men cannot come out because you know you don't stand a chance. So what is your problem? Just tell me what your problems are and I will solve them for you. I am capable. I have the capacity above any other person. When it comes to capacity, between me, Kingsley Asonha and Chibeze Musa, I'm not bragging, I have more capacity than them. In speaking, in education, in presentation, in anything at all. You cannot compare me with Chibeze Lawrence Musa. You cannot compare me with Kingsley Asonha for any reason. For any reason. We can go for a contest if they wish. I'm here. For anything, you can't compare me and them. I'm far where they are. They don't even see 10% around me. They don't even see 80% around me. So, what is that qualification that I lack? Is it money? Is it education? Is it personality? Is it outspokenness? Is it presentation? I lack nothing. And so, I wish that you think twice. I love you, brothers. I maintain this documentary, and I want you to follow it up. Further questions, I will be here to answer it. In the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.